Hello there everybody and welcome back to Harvest Moon Save the Homeland. It has been quite a while since I've done a video for you guys. I have been playing a lot and making some very decent strides in the game. And I'm going to do things a little bit backwards today. I'm going to save the farm work for last because we have some breaking news in the events having to do with the blue flower. So we're gonna head over to the Goddess Lake right away and check up on the flower. In the last video, we had planted the seeds after Parsley and Lila had delivered them to us. And for the last week or so, I've been trying my best to take very good care of the flower. Hi, Nick! The blue mist flower bloomed. This place really is special. I know this is so sudden, but I'm going to go on a journey now. I was thinking of going once this flower had bloomed. I only knew you for a short time, but thanks anyway. I'll see you again, Nick. The flower, it bloomed. How beautiful! Now all we have to do is wait for the butterfly to come. I really hope it'll come. I don't really like waiting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go now. Alright, so we now have a full-grown flower. And after it's fully grown, it should last about a week. And keep in mind that the flower will also wilt once the fall season hits. So from this point on, I've got about a week to catch the butterfly. So what I'm going to try and do is come to the lake every day and look out for the butterfly. I think the problem is that it's sort of a cloudy day today, and I think it has a little bit of a better chance of showing up if it's a little bit sunnier, so we're going to keep a very close eye on that. And Parsley has unfortunately left us. He will no longer be in the game until you finish up this storyline and start New Game Plus. He'll return then. But I guess he's fulfilled whatever he wanted to do in the village, and he's gonna go on search of some more rare flowers and whatnot. So now that we've gotten that main event out of the road, I can go ahead and just continue on as normal. I didn't want to get too carried away with chores and miss the opportunity to see that today. I've had a lot of rain in the last week or so, and of course you can't trigger any of the events on rainy days, and time is sort of ticking, so we have to kind of be a little bit careful with how we time things. But I don't think we'll miss the opportunity to finish up that quest line. The butterfly should really be showing up any day now. And I also forgot to mention, because I was busy talking, but I am able to actually ride my horse at a decent speed now. I've increased the horse's friendship and it trusts me enough. I've been riding it around, training it, and as you can see now, it's a lot faster than the last time you saw him. He's not just walking with a slow trot, he's actually able to bring me places and allow me to get places a little bit quicker. I'm taking a quick stop at the carpenters because, as you can see, I have over 10,000 gold. I have reached that goal and I'm able to now buy the kitchen. So I want to get the kitchen purchased and sorted out so that we're going to be able to use it. It also comes with a fridge and a bathroom. So I'm hoping that our house is going to look a little bit more extensive now. It's not going to be so dull. The house doesn't have a lot of colors, so if it has a little bit more space, at least it might look a little bit nicer. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the farm and focus on the rest of my chores. Let my horse have his rest so that he can go and eat. And I have to still milk my cow, who has been improving. Again, I've been trying to feed the animals every day, put them out in the sunshine, brush them and whatnot, and the cow will now give me medium milk. So that's becoming a little bit more profitable for me as well. And soon it will give me large milk and then hopefully golden milk. While I was buying some animal medicine, I accidentally bought a cow miracle potion. And I wasn't really planning on using the miracle potion for anything because I'm not really a fan of doing that. I'd rather just buy the cow. But since I have it in my inventory and I accidentally bought it, I think we can probably test that out on one of our cows, perhaps in the next playthrough. Because if you impregnate a cow and you raise a baby right from when it's born, it's bound to like you a little bit more. So that will kind of just be an interesting little experience to see how much a cow raised on the farm would differ from one that we purchased. I don't imagine it would be much, but it's probably worth a little bit of a try. I do plan on buying some more cows later on, but because we are nearing the end of this particular playthrough, I am more or less just sort of making things come to an end, tying up some loose ends so that we can prepare for our next set of event paths and whatnot. Like the kitchen, for example, even though I purchased it, I'm probably not really going to do a lot of cooking. I'm going to save that maybe for next time, just for something to do in the next year. And if you guys have watched any of my other Harvest Moon playthroughs, you'll know that I don't like cooking. I don't do it unless I absolutely have to. However, I think that this game has extremely simplified cooking. I think it only has a few very simple recipes, so that might be worth doing. It didn't feel like I did much today, but it's already almost 8 p.m. I guess time flies when you've got all those animals and crops to take care of. And it's going to be a hot day, a little bit cloudy, and a 20% chance of rain. I don't think I'm going to bother bringing in my animals at this point. 20% chance is awfully low. And I do have a lot of animals to bring into the barn and the pen. And if I had to bring them in and bring them back out in the morning when it didn't rain, that's a really big chunk of time that I have to spend. So I think I'm pretty much done. I can't think of much else that really happened. I was just making sure to be really diligent with crop care and doing a little bit of part-time work, lots of foraging in that week that I hadn't recorded, which was what I had used to gain all of that money in order to buy the kitchen. And of course I had to take very close care of the flower. I had to water it for a week in order to have it grow. But now that it's grown, we no longer have to take care of that. And I went and paid a little bit of a visit to Bob's. Like I said, accidentally bought the Cow Miracle Potion, which we can use in the future. I stocked up on some animal medicine as well as some bird feed because we did have a little bit of crappy weather the last couple of days that I had recorded. So that's probably going to be it for me. I felt like I did a whole lot, but again, a lot of the very same thing that I have been doing, so not really a lot to talk about at the moment, but in the upcoming days we should be able to see the kitchen being built, and hopefully we'll be able to catch sight of that rare blue butterfly now that the flower has bloomed. So there's still a lot to do before we end the game and before fall comes, which should be in about a week's time. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.